Okay, but if I'm hearing you right, you like the hair, right? The hair works?
Yeah, and the earring, it's cool.
Okay, that's fantastic.
I'm just not clear if something is good because it has the characteristics of being good, and you therefore declare it to be good, or if something is good simply because you declare it good.
Honest to me, I don't know why it matters.
Well, if something is good simply because you say it's good, then goodness is simply a matter of fiat.
Well, that's no good.
Okay, great. I'm glad
Well, duh, who's going to buy a French car, right? I mean, cheese, wine, foreign legions. I'm in with the French like a fried potato, but, you know, if you're talking automobiles, you got to go Asian every time.
Right.
And what's wrong with the other way?
Well, if something is good independent of your declaration, then they don't really need you to determine what's good.
Boy, you know what? I can't believe I'm going to say this, but I think we got to go with the French car.
So goodness is whatever you say is good.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to say that I think something's good if I don't. I mean, goodness is me. I mean, that's what I'm all about. That's how I roll. I mean, it's the essentiality of me.
How do we know?
It's definitional. It's one of my characteristics.
According to whom?
Tommy.
Tommy?
Yeah, Tommy, down in Theologistics. You haven't met him? Tommy Aquinas?
Aquinas?
Aquinas, right, yeah.
Well, sir, you can't really define as one of your essential characteristics the very thing you're attempting to establish.
Or can you?
Look, if goodness is nothing more than whatever you decree, then if you were to order, say, genocide, the murder of homosexuals, well, that would have to be good.
Have you been reading the script?
What script?
Yeah, what script? I don't know what you're talking about. But I would never, come on, I would never order the murder of homosexuals or genocide.
But if you did, would that be good?
Well, I'll tell you what, if I did order genocide, I would have a pretty damn good reason, I'll tell you that. Or at least, I don't know, maybe an apologist could make one up. That's really all you need. And I got to tell you, that's a great part of my job is the people always have your back.
So might makes right.
What's wrong with that? Yeah, okay, that works for me. I mean, what's the point of being an almighty being if you can't use your almightiness to get you out of a pinch now and then? And be honest with me, okay? The first time you heard it, might makes right, tell me it didn't sound great.
Sound great.
Yeah, I mean, it's got that ring of truth, right? Like all great truths. Might makes right. An apple a day keeps the doctor away. No pain, no gain. And the biggie, if it doesn't fit, you must acquit.
Sir, he was guilty of sin.
Which is exactly why I've warned people about the dangers of rhyme.
Wait, what? You just made it sound like rhyme was an indicator of truth.
Boy, you are a royal pain in the ass.
What if, instead of an absolute moral authority, you gave him some guidelines on being good? You know, teach him empathy, inclusion, tolerance, do unto others.
Ah, before they do unto you, right?
Well, that's not exactly what I had in mind. But I think if you gave them some clear direction, it would have to be consistent, though. You couldn't tell them something was good at one time and then tell them it was bad at another.
You know, consistency is the hobgoblin of little minds.
Hobgoblin. And it's a foolish consistency.
Right, even a foolish consistency, yeah. Look, you know, I think all this moral guidance stuff that you're proposing is fantastic, but I really think people need to defer to me as the sole objective authority on these matters, because if not, then we're just talking opinion, right? I mean, Bob can say murder is wrong, but the schoolyard bully can just come along and say, you know, says who?
Well, practically speaking, says who has generally been one of the greatest moral advances among intelligent life forms.
Well, that doesn't sound right.
Sounding right doesn't necessarily work out in practical terms. What often happens is that people will say a deity thinks something is right or good when it isn't.
Well, that is just shocking. I am appalled, and I cannot imagine who would do such a thing.
I know, but it happens. And at that point, the best thing for everyone is for someone to stand up and say, says who? Questioning authority and demanding moral accountability can be a very good thing.
Well, I don't like that whole questioning authority thing, and quite frankly, this thing seems way too involved. I mean, we have a 6-day window here, and I think laying down the law is just going to be much more efficient.
I just don't think you'll be happy with the outcome, not if you want moral behavior.
Well, help me then. I mean, you're the big brain here. I mean, who can sport the pink shirt and the charity bracelet like you? Harmon Killebrew? No, sorry.
Sir, there's no easy way to do this. No shortcuts. Not when you're talking about intelligent life forms.
Intelligent life forms, jeez, Louise.
I'm sorry?
It's nothing. I don't know, I'm just sitting here thinking that maybe,
Yeah?
What if we just made him really stupid? Hey everyone, thanks again for watching, and thanks in particular to Chris DiCarlo, who came in and played our philosopher there in that episode. He's got this great new little book out. I'm going to post the link in the show notes. It's on critical thinking, It's absolutely fantastic. Great little primer. Give it to your friends, enlighten them, that kind of thing. Don't know if you heard, but YouTube over the weekend downgraded us from a AAA web show to a AA+. The views and the subscriptions have been down for a while, and financially haven't had the money coming in through donations and subscriptions to pay anyone off like they used to. So it's been a little tough. We've been on the move a bit, not stabilized anywhere in one place, although we did just get this great little place here under the bridge, so things are looking up. Okay, Amy wanted to be here to say thanks, but I had to send her out to get some firewood. Not that we've actually needed a fire because it's still really hot here in Southern California, but it gives her something to do, and it stops the crying for a while. You know, hey, back, back. I don't want to make this sound like a sob story because we have been having quite the adventure. We've met a lot of nice new people. We're not the only ones here, and the runners and the joggers and the bikers have been fantastic. We have had new discoveries or rediscoveries. I have rediscovered the joy of showering in the sprinklers. I mean, you remember doing that when you were a kid? You used to run through the sprinklers, how much fun you had? So that's what I've been doing to shower, and it's been fantastic. I feel like a kid again, you know? It's great. Amy's not as crazy about it, of course, because she's all, you know, I want my privacy. I keep trying to tell her, you know, this is the situation. You're either going to have fun with it or you're going to be bummed out the whole time. We've also learned a lot about entomology. There's a lot of bugs here, a lot of wildlife. We got bunnies and lizards and roadrunners, which are nowhere near as big as they are in the cartoon. That's a sight. The only thing that's awful is we have to watch out for the coyotes, which are, see, look at that, right there. Back, back. Yeah. They will come and steal your food in broad daylight. They're crazy, okay? And they really love fudge grams. So if you're gonna go out in a wilderness setting, don't bring fudge grams. That was probably a mistake on my part. Anyway, if you can afford to, head on over to misterdeity.com. Hold on. Get back, back, back. Yeah, that's not yours. Okay, head on over to misterdeity.com and click the donate button to donate or subscribe to the show. We really want to get back in the house and start shooting the episodes there. I'd hate to shoot a Mr. Deity episode on an iPhone. We'll do it if we have to, but it's not my, you know, I don't want to do that. Anyway, to those of you who have already helped out in some way, what can I say? Hey, back! Get, back! I am not Hitler. I will eat meat. Anyway, thank you if you've helped out already, and we'll be back in about 3 weeks. Back!
Don't make him beg.